Alright, Crow Crew members, I'm back. And we're going to continue part two of this early discussions about different types of well, magic and alchemy. You know what I'm saying. So, let's jump in. Now, I discussed in the last episode that magic is the atomic level of things, the atomic vibration, the continuation of atomic movement. Okay? Now, see, when you magically have physiological problems with your body, like, oh, you're all of a sudden pulling muscles for no reason, and blah, 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 blah. That's because of prolonged, use of the silicone chip, getting addicted to the plasma screen and the bullshit food that you eat because it tastes so good. It tastes so good. You can't understand why. And then it's like, you go eat some stuff and you can't get enough of it. You almost wonder, like, damn, are they putting drugs in the food? Probably. I would want to imagine so. Stuff is not listed, let alone all the stuff that is listed. But then you think about it, when you look at the ingredients on the food, if you look at it, you will see it's a lot of chemicals. And then when you look at what those chemicals do in conjunction to what you are made up of, as that is alchemy. Alchemy is the manipulation of elements and chemicals, or known as medieval chemistry of the medieval ages. You know what I'm saying? What they would like to say, alchemy is no longer used. Dude, it's being used so much on you and against you, and it could be used for you and for your better benefit if one would learn it. You know what I'm saying? It's a protocol. Everything has a protocol. Your cellular division has a protocol. The nucleus of the cell does what? It gives the cell commandments to follow. Tells the mitochondria, hey, you need to produce some this and that. Damn, people in the hallways slamming doors and banging stuff. You hear it? Chaotic. Look, listen. Look. What happens is, okay, your body becomes, okay, your waters don't move. What does electricity do? It flows because water flows. But electricity flows. How did the Egyptians have it? They had water and electricity, like free electricity and water. Why? Because the water was moving, which powered stuff. And vice versa. Water is a conductor of electricity. You see what I'm saying? They move in one type of unison. Okay? Step on a puddle of water and let a live wire touch that. Your ass is grass. Bet it. Now, Now, what I'm saying is, okay, alchemy, it's used all the time, man. Even to this day. And today I'm gonna really go hard. I'm gonna try to get this 3 days in. When you get the ketosis, I'm gonna let you know how I feel. So I started. I had water, but now I'm back on this shit. So we're gonna try to get this light. Whoa! I'm trying to get this light up in me. And try to do this thing for 3 days, man. I don't know if I'm gonna last though. If I don't post, something, that it means I fell over. Cause whoa, man, I try to eat like I don't try to be a pig about it. Cause now that's another thing you got to realize. It's not about how much you eat. It's about what you eat and the quality of food that you eat. Look, listen, if you go stuff yourself, you're hurting yourself by far because you're stretching your stomach beyond its means. That's pig-like nature. That's definitely lower chakra shit. That's down here activity. Especially when it's gluttony. Or you eat beyond your means and you're just like, oh man, you can't even breathe. It doesn't matter how big you are, dude. It's not about how much you eat, it's about what you eat. Because, look, think about it. You're hungry and you're being gluttonous, right? Say you go pig out on a whole bunch of food, but all that food is bad for you. Don't your body have to compensate for that? I think it does. Because your liver has to do processing, your kidneys have to do processing, blah, 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 blah. And it's all on an elemental level. Now, where the magic begins is the electric thought. Okay, what does your thought processing do? Your thought processing goes through your entire body. That is Nerve ending, the neurologic system. That is the chi river. The EL current. Rivers have current. That is your electrical river. Neurologically. Your brain is the transmitter. The sea of thoughts. The sea. The rivers flow to the sea and so on. To and fro. Water is truly a digital thing, which is why it is so powerful and why it is used. Why it is a mirror. Okay? This is a serious, serious, serious matter you need to be aware of. Okay, this is how the magic works. It works through elemental manipulation. But what also is an element? The EL. The electricity. I told you this. That is a natural resource that comes with your existence. Which is why this is powered by you. You see? Look, listen. You can get electricity from plants. I'll tell you that right now. You can get electricity legit from plants. You see that? That's insane. You can legit get electricity from plants. I'll go look it up. And you know what? You go look it up. I looked it up already. Shit. I didn't mean to say that. You go look it up. But I will put the link on here about how plants record stuff. I found it. I'm gonna put it on this one. But yeah, your EL, man. I told you. What are the currencies? What are the currencies on this earth? Really, the two main important ones. Your blood, sweat and tears. What conducts electricity? Water. What causes you to sweat? Tension, exercise, voltage, your hard work. Those are natural resources. Obviously, gold, platinum, silver, and precious metals are definitely what I would want to call liquid asset, as well as the money sickness that a lot of you are fucking ailed by. Your little liquid acid cheese flow paper, your Skrilla scratchy, got you busted up. All the symbolism on those dollars. Come on, man. Anyway, look. And then, okay. Now, what also is magic? Magic is imagery, symbolism. Okay, now, we discussed earlier that we do speak the tongue of angels. English. Sliced in the way, excuse me. The tongue of angels. Okay, so we're casting magic. You better believe it. We're as like warlocked out as it gets, man. Man. We went to school to learn. That's the first thing we learned is spell casting. Whoa. So like, yep, you know. Got my little magic. No, I'm just playing. This is I don't know. Never mind. But look, check it out. Our utensils. Come on. You gotta be magic utensils. Whoa, this angle, this light is screwed up, y'all. Hold up. I don't know if you guys can still see this. This light is very, very, very bad right now. Hold on, y'all. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. Alright. Alright, this is a better view. Excuse me. Alright. Utensils. Hey, I make mistakes, man. That was rough. That was a rough, I'll try and get the view right. So what I say, water is a digital. It's analog. Like, look, listen. We're analog, okay? When you listen to something directly to your ears, it's analog. Water is digital. But it's analog too, because that's an element that you can directly interact with. Hydrogen to oxygen, you can directly interact with it. But what is it, my utensil? It's a mirror, it's a portal. You know, it's a doorway. It's a doorway to be cleansed. It's a doorway to be birthed into this world. It's a doorway to be birthed out of this world. You see what I mean? It's a window to look into. You could see life living in water. What does water give life to? Aquatic animals and sea stuff, things that breathe in the actual water, which is very odd. Man. Oh man, that's where the mystery. See, that's even the magic of life right there. The magic and mystery of life. Fish breathe water, and the aquatic animal, the octopus. They don't. When do you see octopus walking around on land on its tentacles? Never. You don't see that. It's in the water because that's what it breathes. And we don't breathe water. We breathe oxygen. You see what I mean? That's the magic in it all. The grand architect's design. But don't be limited. Okay, you think you have so much, but you're limiting yourself so much. It's magic under your nose. Okay, that's alchemy. Alchemy's manipulating the elements and chemical reactions. Okay, electricity and water carries things. Water's in your blood. Your blood cells do what? They produce stuff. Okay, you have the left and right side of the brain. Both of those parts of your brain are in control of stuff. You know, the brainstem, it regulates the heart breath rate. Okay, when you're stuck on stupid and your thoughts aren't true. Oh, come on, everything's warped up. Everything's warped up. The brain's on water instead of water in the brain, water on the brain. You see what I mean? That's a chemical. It's alchemy, man. Geomancy is messing with the earth magic, weather. You know, but science also plays into that. See, that's why I say it's man, magic, machine. Okay, you combine all three, man. This is what you have. You have Shadow running in the flesh. I know I keep mentioning that, but man, I already said it. I said it way earlier than this. You will behold the horrors of old untold, due to the science and everything else. Because see, things aren't here in our existence for a reason. But at the same token, man, things of old were very, very great, and we're very, very dumbed down now. Now I don't know what the outcome is, but right now this topic is we're strictly talking what magic is about. Now what magic is basically it's based off intent. It's based off the spoken word. It's based on symbolism and or letters. Like I told you, we speak the tongue of the angels, but oftentimes in magic, in sigil magic, you see symbols, symbolism. Alright, spectrums? Like, a magic language isn't always a written one. Some things are symbolic in nature. Spectrums. I'm trying to explain this to you and stress this to you, very, very fervently, because you have to understand this. Things aren't always going to be spelled out for you. Sometimes things are just done right under the nose, and that's just the key. And then, like, look, come on, what magician really shows you all his tricks? But trick magic, that's bullshit. That's just illusions and fast hand, sleight of hand. Ninjas can do little trick coin magic on you and have you. Oh wait, where's my wallet at? Well, you want to play games with a ninja? This is what happens. People who are really, really living that life. Like, you could say you're a ninja, but if you're not into that and practice that daily, you're not no ninja. If you gotta live, you have to experience and live stuff. You have to go through different trials by fire. Fire's digestion. The fire of digestion in your stomach, is done by stomach acid. Right? Okay, so what happens when you exercise? Your muscles produce lactic acid. See? What's light? Acidic. Light produces fire. When you put the sunlight through a magnifying glass, you can catch something on fire with a laser early. And I'm telling you, you can do it. I've already done it before in my childhood. That's something I'm gonna have to show my son in his childhood. It'll probably amaze him. He'll be like, "Whoa, it's freaking crazy." I'm like, "Yeah, no." But like, see, magic has to do with symbols and letters. But see, if I drew this more distorted, you wouldn't know what it is. But explaining how the magic works, then you could still see the symbolism. See, but that's how it is. If you don't have the education, you see what I mean, and you don't have the sight to see, then you are uneducated and blind than a motherfucker, ma. But at the same token, you're not blind, because guess what? Symbols speak to the subconscious mind. The subconscious mind is what? Okay, there's two sides of the brain. Your thought process is EO, right? Now, how does it work? The symbolism, you gotta get bust down to here. I told you, alpha, theta, in these subconscious mind states where you're not thinking. You are thinking in alpha, but your brain waves are altered. Like if you take a hit of some good smoker, you know that puts you in alpha. You know what I'm saying? Because you're calm and you're lucid. You know, if you smoke some good shit, you might get a little, you know, whoa. Theta, you know, you might be, whoa, deeply relaxed. Sunk in the couch. Meditation. Mental. See? And then what you get hit with? Transients. You get blasted with symbols. Hits both sides of the brain. And then your left side of the brain, words, letters, numbers, lines, lists, logic, analysis. Right side is rhythm, colors, shapes, maps, imagination, daydreaming. Bada bing. Two-way digital doorway. Two-way digital doorway, but natural. Unnatural. Synthetic. 100. Gaia. You see? But this very Gaia can be used against you. And that is the alchemy. That's the magic in chemistry. Alchemy. And the body is the alchemical body. You understand? Your stomach is the alchemical pot of change. What you digest, you become. You eat shit, you are shit. Hands down, go look it up. I'm telling you. Go look up hydrocarbon. Go look up fluorocarbon. Carbon's a non-metal. It absorbs wet liquids. If the liquids are tainted, or if it's just hydrogen, what does it become? Hydrocarbon. Let's see, when you're developed as you are, you're born before a certain time, and you're made a certain way. Nowadays, they're synthesizing shit. It's like that Blowfield over here. Synthesizing shit from the womb. Mom's already getting pharma shoved down her throat, and she's eating bullshit. And guess what she's not doing? Exercising while she's pregnant, doing baby yoga, stuff like that. Doing what women should do. She's staring at a smartphone, neck, bad posture. Her medulla. So she damaged herself and damaging the kid at the same time. See that? It trickles all the way down to the last compound. It's like a mushroom rising up out the ground. Whoa, man. You wonder why Mario ate a mushroom, got big, and started breaking bricks? Because he was tripping, man. You know what I'm saying? Now, I'm going to tell you something. Tripping and some smoke, that's good for you. That stimulates the brain. I'm not going to get into that in this episode. We'll talk about that a little bit later. We'll get into the good stuff. But, modestly speaking, everything in moderation, right? I'm not saying I support that, but I'll explain, alright? Anyway, I'm trying not to laugh. I'm being serious here. This is how the magic works, okay? And okay. This gets her heart rate and breath rate is going down because of this. Okay, her midbrain controls her visual and auditory functions. She's not getting this. She's not doing. Look, this is what you're supposed to get and put your body under tension. Utensils, utensile. Utilize your body. Your body is a vessel, a temple. Utensil. All right, and that's how it works. So the less that you channel your own EL, and the less that you move, the more you ingest, the water develops on your brain, blah blah blah. Because over time, look, okay, over time, you could develop this. But see, the synthesized these fluorocarbon, hydrocarbon, new age motherfuckers. They're made like this because you're already in water. You're in water in conception. You're in water in conception. Right? Okay, so you're already a waterhead, basically. Now imagine Mummy's a zombie. Eating her junk food, sitting down, flash screen right in front of her, cell phone right there. She looking at Facebook at the same time. That kid comes out like, jumping, landing on his knees, running in the walls, head hard as a rock. You know, I showed you on the previous video. They were fighting. You get easily. Water's programmable. You see what I mean? And that's another thing. Alchemy. Water is conscious and programmable. The sun is conscious and programmable. You know what I'm saying? So all this is in conjunction. It just boils down to alchemy. Now, magic is the spoken word. Magic is the will and intent. Obviously, sometimes for certain magic spells, you need to have crystals, symbols, symbolism, the altar, the athame, blah, 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 blah. Magic breaks down into all these different sectors. You know, there's different types of magic. They always going to say, oh, black magic, white magic. No. It's called, your magic is based on your intent. Magic is magic no matter what it is. If you're good, you're good. If you're bad, you know what you're doing. If you use magic to manipulate the masses, you know what you're doing. If you're using it to manipulate a certain individual to your own will, and it's not for good benefit, and they know nothing about it, you know what you're doing. You're breaking the first most important rule. You're casting magic on another person without them knowing. You're breaking rule number 1. You're a fucking criminal. You a smooth criminal. And they do it too subliminal. You see? Got you jacked in, man. Got you hacked in the brain. Hacked in the mainframe, and you can't understand. You just a stain. Look at it. Your brain's a stain. Look at that. And instantly. Oops. Instantly. Fuck it. It's gone. And this is how it works. That's how the magic works, man. And then you start breaking their devices. That's when this comes out of them. That's why I drew this. That's why I drew this. You know. You've seen it on the earlier tapes and stuff. And then what it boils down to is, okay, your DNA, what you're made of, is a sine wave on both ends. And what happens? It starts changing over time. Because you notice water molecules change to the way, you know what I mean, you speak to it, the transients it receives. And this is the magic that all boils in conjunction. So you gotta definitely understand that. It's a frequency. That's why you gotta come up spectrums. You gotta raise the frequency. All this stuff is to make you be down here in the lower zombie realm, where you only want to play. You only want to fuck. You only want to wash your ass, eat and shit, and go pee, and go to work, and play with your liquid assets, and take pictures, and look at your scrying mirror. You know what I'm saying? And be on camera, and be the center of the spotlight. Yeah, you're gonna be the center of the spotlight one day at your own funeral. You feel me? Because you're too distracted with this bullshit. Walking down the street on your scrying mirror, trying to be vain. Somebody driving, not looking on theirs. Zombie on wheels, zombie on foot. You know, splattered meat party. Then you got a person sitting there holding their hand. Oh no! Yeah, oh no. Don't text while you're driving, motherfucker. But guess what? They give you the device right here to do so with while you drive anyway. And then you know people do what? They got free will, so what do? Rebel. You see how it works? The word's a magic spell, man. That's the main thing. Intent, wording. That I definitely told you Latin plays a part in magic, and then symbols. Magic uses symbols. This tape's getting long. I'm cutting it down. Part 2. Crew. Flippy.